Well, by the way, tomorrow is International Women's Day, and we are highlighting a local woman-owned business that is one-of-a-kind finds, mixing vintage with new and utility with art.
Whether you're looking for jewelry, furniture, decor, glassware, gardening pots, or kids' crafts, they truly have it all. Owner Jenny Bravo is here to tell us all about Viand Mercantile. Good morning, Jenny. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. So first, let's talk about how this business got started and how you ended up to where you are now.
Yeah, so the business actually started kind of by accident. My start is in commercial food photography, and I started by selling some of my props, and the sale was so successful that all of my customers asked me to continue to sell these vintage props. So I kept doing these monthly drops online, and then it turned into this kind of big thing, and I started to do brick and mortar pop-ups in Portland around the holidays. And the thing that people kept asking for was that I'd stay around permanently. So I started to look for a true permanent spot in Portland, and I found one on 4th Street.
Amazing.
What does Viand mean, and why is this an integral part of your business? I mean, a lot goes into a name, but why'd you pick that?
Yeah, Viand, it goes to a kind of more provisional name. It means meat in a lot of languages, but if you go even further back, closer to the Latin definition, it's the word for a feeling that has no words. It's that feeling that you get when you gather around a table and you get that warm and fuzzy feeling. It's that word that you have that you get when you're having your grandmother's cooking, and that feeling that you get when there's that nostalgic, visceral feeling. And it's that feeling that comes when you're surrounded by loved ones and you can't quite nail the word, and it just gives you that feeling of peace and happiness.
Is that what you hope that people feel when they come into your store?
That's exactly it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So what does International Women's Day mean to you as a woman owned and operated business?
Yeah, so I don't think a lot of people know this, but women didn't actually have the right to take out a business loan without a male cosigner until 1988. So that's within our lifetime. So as a women-owned business, that's significant. So International Women's Day is a celebration of women's rights, and that is a big deal as a small business owner.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the items that you brought in.
Yeah.
First of all, this is a candle holder. Is that
I
what this
love
is?
this. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a candelabra. These are all women-owned businesses. They're all women makers, and one of the biggest joys about having a small business and being a purveyor of goods is that I get to also champion other women makers. So all of these products are other women businesses that I get to then also sell and help create success stories from.
As we can see, I mean, like, this is a one-of-a-kind piece.
Yeah.
I mean, everything is incredible.
Yes, yeah.
What do you think makes Viand such a special place?
Yeah, I would say that Viand, what makes us really special is that you're always going to have what we think is a unique experience. We're always going to help you feel inspired and excited when you come in. You're always going to find something really one of a kind, unique. You're always going to feel welcomed and happy to be there. My staff is absolutely amazing. They're so kind and knowledgeable. We're very welcoming, and it's a really joyful place to come and shop, and it doesn't make you feel any other way than excited to shop and happy to find something good, and I think you'll find that you're happy to shop, and that's the best feeling when you're spending your hard-earned money.
So true.
Yeah, and let's talk about the community response to this, especially the fact that you went from such a small thing to like, oh, we got to open a brick and mortar store because the demand is so much.
You know, Portland is so unique in that our community is so strong. I have never lived in a place that has such an amazing, supportive group of people. The community has been amazing. I mean, ever since day one, the response has been truly wonderful, and they have just wrapped their arms around us, and they have showed up for us, and I cannot thank our customers and our community enough. They've been truly wonderful.
And like you said, I mean, women supporting women
It's
and
the
like
best.
lifting everybody up,
Absolutely.
it really is special.
Yeah.
All right, looks like you also have events and workshops. Can you tell us more about
Yes.
those?
I mean, Main Street America is like the heart of the community, right? And being in downtown Portland is such a gift. So how could we not open our doors in a way that's more than just the transactional nature of our business? So being able to give a space a heart that's bigger than just opening for sales is something that's really important to us. So we love to be able to give the community an opportunity to be downtown in a way that's bigger than just coming for shopping. So we love to have some of our makers come in and give demonstrations or have cookbook events where the author comes and signs and samples their food, or we've had Christmas parties for other small businesses that want to have like a sip and shop. So we love to just be able to open up our doors in a way that's bigger than just for sale.
Right, yeah, very interactive.
Yeah, you guys went all the way to a brick and mortar store. What about the future? I mean, you're always thinking about what's next, right?
You know, I always say that if nothing else, if we just become a staple in Portland, that would make me so happy. But I would love to open more locations. I would love to expand. Our immediate future goals are to have some Viand label products. We're working with other makers, other female makers, to create custom pillows. I'm hoping to create more custom hardware. So we've got a lot of big plans on the horizon, and looking even further into the future, I hope that we'll open more locations.
I imagine you're just always thinking about what else can I get in here? I mean, how often are you kind of, getting in new items for folks to check out?
Yeah, so I kind of baked into our business plan the idea of ever evolving. And so I very much live by that for the store. And part of that is because we do have a vintage selection. And so inherently that means it's always changing. But we love to just always find new things. And so I can guarantee you that you could come in one day and then 2 weeks later come in again and see something new.
Totally different.
I always like to climb into the mind, into the brain of small business owners. I mean, do this ever take a time off? You're always thinking of, what can I do next?
Right?
You know, they say you quit your 9 to 5 to work 24/7, and it is true. But it's a joy. I absolutely love it. And the fun thing about it is such a creative space, and I have truly the best employees. And working in this environment brings such joy to me, to the people around me, to the community, that I wouldn't have it any other way. And I love to think about it all the time, because it isn't something that creates too much stress. It creates a lot of joy. So I'm always thinking about new ways to represent the store.
A labor of love.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Remind people of your website and, of course, where you're located, because really I feel like you got to go there in person
Absolutely,
and touch
please.
everything and see everything.
Yeah, please
in
come
person.
visit us. We're on 474 Street, which is right downtown, and you can visit us online at viandmercantile.com.
Amazing.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank
Congratulations
you so
on
much.
such
Thank
success.
you.
Huh?
Thanks for having me.
And
I
happy
appreciate it.
International Women's Day.
Happy International Women's Day. Thank you.
All right, still to come if you're looking